Let me start the recording. All right, go. So once again, welcome to the session, and I'm delighted that you're here and excited also to take on in terms of learning and understanding ChatGPT. What is that we would be able to know the functionalities or features which everyone is talking about without you screen, right? Okay, so this is what we have, and like it specifically for this is specifically for trainers and for coaches. So this is a little bit about me. So I wanted you guys to introduce, but in the interest of time, let me go ahead and introduce myself. So I started my career with a company called as Infosys. I started there as a process executive and grew to be the operations manager before I left. So it's been a career of about 12 years with Infosys, and from then on, I've been into training and coaching. Um, and yes, my name is Ismail. You also known as or referred to or AKA Smiley. Okay? I love sports. I have two kids, and this is about the brainstorming sessions. And when I'm not training, then I have a firm which is into digital marketing. So there's a digital marketing agency based out of Bangalore. So that is what you see there. And when I'm not doing that, then it is all about career. So I help standard ninth and 10th standard student basically decide what would be a good career option for them. So that is the career aspect that you see here. Okay. So this is a little bit about me. Now let's move on to understand what we are going to be covering. We are going to the introduction, the benefits of ChatGPT, and some examples that we call, and what is it that you can do further in enhancing your knowledge on ChatGPT. Okay, so to understand what is ChatGPT. Okay, so it's a computer program that can understand and talk like human, and that is why it is natural language processing as well, because you can ask questions in in English and it is going to respond. You don't have to write a programming language because AI, the thought that we would have it, you will have to write program or codes, etc. But you don't have any codes. And it is trained a lot of text from the languages, and it generates content such as news articles, product description, social media posts. So these are some of the basic things that most of them are using ChatGPT for. We are going to be looking beyond that. And what I've also done, divided these into two. One is you have the operations and the marketing. So under operations, how do we? So when I talk about operations, if you're a coach or a trainer, how is it that you can use this and leverage? It could be in terms of preparing content or preparing handouts, all of those, the examples, and of course the plans. It could be your assessments based on industry or a person. When I say person and individual, maybe because people, if you're from the training industry, I'm sure you're aware that people come with different learning styles. So, person that I'm talking and this is that you could also use because as trainers and coaches, sometimes we don't have that liberty of hiring a big agency to do the marketing for us, or they don't understand the industry. So those are some of the challenges that is there when it comes especially to trainers and coaches. So that is where you can use ChatGPT to identify your target market, prepare a market strategy, write blogs, social media posts, preparing or writing proposal, because a major chunk of our all time also goes when we have to write those proposals and things like that. And of course, if you want to create emails, reply emails, sending emails, and I'm going to be showing you prompts I have used for each of these examples as well. Okay. So the first prompt that we have is, of course, the operations and training. Now, before that, let me also quickly show you the layout or the interface of. Okay, minimize that. Okay. So this is the chat GPT layout. Here, any participants think that, okay. And let me quickly share the Chrome. Okay, there you go. So this is the chat GPT layout as soon as you log in. So right now I've already logged in. So this is the interface that you would see. So if you have not registered, then let me show you. So this is the link, which is chat.openai.com. So this is the URL that you would need to enter. So let's do that. And I will be sharing this in the group and via email. So my request is to check through those as well. Okay. And then, so if you have not registered already, then click on sign up and register. Okay, so you can again use your email ID, or if you want to use your Gmail, you can definitely go ahead and do that. So once you have already created an account, then come back and click on login in that screen. So I'm going to go there, chat.openai.com, and I'm going to click on login. Since I've already registered, I will be using, and I've registered using my Google account. So and you will see a lot of accounts there because as a digital marketing agency, we also manage a lot of accounts, etc. Okay. So here we go. So this is the prompt that you would see as soon as you log in to ChatGPT, and you would see a lot of things here on the left because of, and this is basically your prompt history, if I may say. So you can see all of that on the left hand side. Then you have the dark mode, basically change the layout, etc. Okay, so this is the light mode and the dark mode. So I prefer the dark mode a little better because it is a little more clearer for the eyes. And this and of course, if you see here, there are a lot of limitations that you've given. And this is something that I want you to understand and take forward that it is a robot. It is generating text based on its understanding. So don't blindly copy paste whatever you get. But my request is please go ahead and copy this, put in, use your own understanding, use your own knowledge to modify accordingly. So your customization is important. Just don't copy paste the content because since Chat GPT is Google's rivalry, right? So Google has right now detecting all AI content. So you don't want that happening. So I would request to kind of modify the content, customize the content based on your requirements and needs. And there are again other artificial programs or AI programs like Quillbot, which will help you to rewrite those sentences as well. Okay, so that is where it is headed. So you'll be able to put it in Quillbot, get those, and then paste it in your website or wherever it is that you would. Okay? So let me go here and first one. So for example, let's say operations. I'm going to a basic prompt. Okay. With the interest of time, what I've done is I've kind of already copied the prompts and kept it. And yeah. So basically, I'm asking ChatGPT to write a content for a time management training for freshers. So here the focus is, of course, trainers, and I've given it the industry, specific industry that you would want. Okay, and then you can either hit enter or you can click on this prompt. Okay, and there you go. So I'm sure all of us are busy in terms of not having the time with the content. So if you see here how quickly it is able to take that content, okay, and break it down quick tasks. So basically, it is giving you a quick outline in terms of what can be done. Okay, so this is one example. So while it continues to do so, uh, from and I'm going to paste this here. So here again, I'm telling ChatGPT what it is. So I'm telling that it is an expert at time management, and I wanted to come up with an outline for time management. yeah, there's a spelling mistake there for time management. It is going to still give you the prompt. Okay, for senior managers, and I'm telling that they know they have more than 12 years of experience and a focus on delegation. So the program, so maybe you had a training need analysis done, basis which the client or the customer told you that you are looking for. So the managers have issues with delegating their tasks. So this is specifically you are able to generate content specifically on time management for senior managers within that focus on delegation. And I'm asking you to give examples that can be used in the training program for such modules. Again, I can hit enter or press on this prompt and it will start generating that. Yeah, so sometimes it does take a little longer depending about the internet speed, depending about the kind of prompts that you're doing. But then, yeah, it started generating. So if you see, it is telling you the introduction. So basically, the brief overview of the importance of for senior managers, why delegation is key. The second module it is talking about is assessing the delegation skills. Okay, so basically some self-assessment quizzes, discussion of common delegation challenges, understanding the delegation. So basically it is giving you structured outline that you can do. Again, depending upon the number of programs, the number of hours, all of that, this is something that you would be able to customize accordingly. So delegation techniques, okay, all of that there. And your outline is ready just like that. So while now, like I mentioned earlier, all you need to do is now you need to go back and customize this, put in your own thoughts, put in your own idea, but then you don't have to. So the major heavy lifting is already done. You don't have to sit and do that. Okay. So delegation exercises, managing delegation, delegating and access, so case studies and examples of effective delegation, so all of that. So this is another example how you can use ChatGPT to generate outline for your content or for your training program. Okay. So it is there giving you also exercise tasks, game participants are divided into teams. And yeah, for the interest of time, I'm going to click on. So it is basically generating this entire thing for you. So I've clicked on stop generating. Okay. Now let's look at the next prompt, which is okay. Uh, Now let's assume you want to prepare a pre-assessment question, or if you want to prepare a quiz. It could be at the start of the training, end of the training, between the training, however you want to, right? So again, the prompt is there. So which is your again, I'm telling ChatGPT what it is. I'm telling that it is an expert at time management. So basically defining the role for ChatGPT. Okay, and then what am I asking it to do? I'm asking it to come up with seven, and I'm giving that option, which is multiple choice questions. Okay, or else it could just generate some seven questions, but I'm specific that I want multiple choice questions. No, as trainers, I'm sure either we would have had that templates and things like that, or sometimes we don't have it and we need to prepare it. So you can ask ChatGPT to do that for you, and click on prompt, run, and there you go. Right? Yeah. Again, give it a minute or two. Maybe exaggerating, you don't have to give so much, but then yes, it will start quickly generating those questions. So the question along with the multiple choices that you need to come up with. There you go. So it is saying here are seven multiple choice questions or quizzes related to time management. Prioritizing tasks. Okay. So it is so basically question one is almost done. And of course, it is now also giving you the answers. Sometimes as trainers, we also need the answers, or maybe you want to create this and send it to your, it could be an LMS or somebody else who's doing the training for you or conducting the training for you. And there it is already, so you prepare it in a Word document, send it over. All of that is a possibility there. Okay. So two questions is already done. And then of course there's answer for all of the above as well. And then what is the main purpose of time blocking? Okay, so there you go. Okay, so let that continue to generate while we look at more examples. Okay, another one which is there we go. So I think it is gonna okay. Look at that. We're going to click on stop generating because I would not be able to. So you would not be able to, unless you open a new window, you will not be able to run two prompts at the same time. So I will stop that. And here I've asked you to come up with unique 5 creative team building questions to build a trusted work. Okay. So this is the other prompt that I've done. So basically, the prompts is something that you will have to remember. So that is the key. That is the key for ChatGPT, and it comes with practice. What are the kind of prompts that you need to give? That comes with practice, or there are various. You can definitely go ask ChatGPT itself for the various prompts, or you could go to Google and do a search and get those responses as well. Okay, there we go. So now we kind of looked at examples from trainers. Let's also look at some examples for the coaching for the coaching industry. So what I've done is I've simple again. So starting with basic level one of the prompt. Okay, and what is the prompt that I've said is you're a health coach, and I wanted to come up with a coaching plan for 1 week. Okay, that's it. Again, no, is this 100% accurate? Definitely not. Right. So even from statistics point of view, we usually say it is only 99.5% accurate. Right. So we go ahead and write that, and then it is going to prepare that plan for 1 week. Again, depending upon you know your client better, you know your customers better. So based on that, again, you will be able to customize this. But like I've been mentioning, the major chunk of the work is going to be done by ChatGPT. You're going to be saving a lot of time focusing on what is it that you're doing. So your focus should be on getting more clients. Your focus should be on the business, not on aspects of creating these plans. Yes. So once majority of this work is done, then you can go ahead and customize this and share it with the client. So there, so establishing healthy habits and routines to support overall health and well-being, that is the goal. Okay, and it is actually prepared a goal as well. And day one is about goal setting and the assessment that you're planning, which is collaborate with the client to set realistic and achievable goals. So right from day one, because I've asked for a 7-day plan, and is 7 days enough? No, I'm just asking ChatGPT to give it for 7 days, but you as the expert in the field or the industry would know better, so you can tweak your prompts accordingly. Okay, so that's there. Let me show you the level two. So now what I'm asking is I'm becoming a little more specific. I'm asking ChatGPT to also prepare a health. There we go. So this is the prompt. Prepare a diet plan for a male. Have given the age, the weight, and plan to reduce weight by 5 kilos. Okay, so this is the plan, and it is coming up with a complete diet plan. And again, no, this would definitely take us some time to think about it and write, unless you have a template. But then this is, so if you see for breakfast, it is telling you what are, and again, so this is generic in terms of the diet that you're asking. You can maybe ask it to give you a vegan diet. You can ask it to give you a keto diet. So you can again customize that. So there for lunch, so if you're a vegetarian, that you can specify vegetarian diet. All of that is something that can definitely be done. Okay. So for dinner, all of that before bedtime, one cup of chamomile tea. So the diet plan is ready for a 45-year-old male who wants to lose 5 kilos. Okay. There we go. So this is another example on how you would be able to use this. Okay. So there are a lot of examples. I will share this PPT again via email. So you would be able to look at these prompts, generate them, use them, tweak them a little more. So this is from, like I mentioned, the day-to-day operations that you would be looking at. Now, let's say I want to prepare a proposal. Yes, like I mentioned, so this is another major chunk. So again, what I've done is the prompt is ready. And these are prompts that and practicing over the last couple of weeks to come up. So what have I told? I'm again telling that I'm a soft skills trainer focused on training freshers. Prepare a proposal talking about the importance of soft skills along with statistics, etc., and a summary about me as a trainer. And there, how quickly it is just generating it for you. role plays, group discussions, the training. It is also now covering the training program that you plan to cover. Okay. So communication, teamwork, and giving you subtopics that you can. Also, the learning objectives or the course outcomes is also there. So your complete email that you would have ideally taken maybe at least 10, 15 minutes to draft is ready for you. Now, all you need to do is tweak it accordingly, add in words, remove words, add in further content, all of that, and it is ready. Okay, so this is another aspect that you would be able to use as well. Okay. Let me look at, so you could, okay, so here's, now let's say sometimes we get stuck with creating headlines, right? Sorry, creating subject lines for our emails. Okay. So here's a quick example for that as well. So all I've done is create a subject line that grabs, I've given the role of the person, which is a LND, L&D head in this examples. So it grabs L&D head's attention. Okay. And there we go. So it is going to generate that the subject. You can ask it to generate the body of the email also separately. So all of those are the various possibilities that is there when you would want to when on ways that you would be able to use it. So there, transform your workspace, the ultimate learning and development strategy you need to know, right? So now let's say if you want to say the focus is on maybe retention, focus is on employee performance, focus is on employee engagement. So you can tweak that heads attention with focus on, and then it will be able to generate that prompt for you there as well. Okay, so this is another example when it comes to proposal writing, etc. Now let's say when it comes to marketing. So here, so here's another different prompt. Okay, so what I've done is I've asked it to digest. So basically, this is a Dale Carnegie blog. Okay, so and let me copy this blog and show it to you. I should just paste it there. Oops, I didn't copy the entire. Yeah, I missed out the H in the. And so this is the blog. Okay. So if you see, people from the training industry would definitely know Dale Carnegie, who's one of the experts there, right? So this is the blog that is there. So what I've asked ChatGPT to do for me is I'm asking it to digest that. So basically, summarize that blog and asking it to give it as in 7 bullet points. Now, look at the various ways that you would be able to use these 7 bullet points. You can start sharing this in your social media. If you have a newsletter, you can start publishing it there. If you have your own blog, you can start putting this in the blog section there. You could put it on your WhatsApp groups that you have, or you could create a status. So these are the various possibilities that you would be able to use that for. So the keyword or the prompt that I'm using here is digest, and in bracket, the open and close brackets, I'm putting whatever is the blog. Okay, so similarly, you can do this for Similarly, you can do this for YouTube videos or any other website articles that are there. Okay, so there you see. So effective leaders focus on the development of their team, not just their own success, all of that. So goal one, right? So there we go. So this is how you can generate that for you. Okay. Now let's say you're somebody who wants to create a lot of videos, and you're stuck in terms of what and all are the different hooks that you can use. Hook is basically what you start at the beginning of the video, right? So what are the hooks that you can use? Again, you know you could definitely focus on the industry, focus on the problem, and then define that. Okay? So here is an example for that. This is still generating. Okay, let's click on stop generating. Okay, and what have I done? I've asked write a catchy hook with a spicy question for a video about time management. Here again, you can change this. You can given your own prompt that you would want and choose one key topic or topic ID. Okay, and then I hit enter again. So here the example that I've chosen is time management. So you can replace time management with whatever you would want, negotiation skills, sales, communication, etiquette, whatever. Okay, if it is for a coach about, you could say about wellness, about fitness, about health, about finance, whatever. Okay, and there you go. Okay, and it is the next. So this is in terms of when it comes to writing blogs. Okay, so let's say if your focus is on, like, let's say, okay, you want to come up with a business plan. Okay? So, Triboro Solutions is my company. We are into automations, digital marketing, etc. So, what I'm asking you to do is come up with 200 words business plan, which provides automation and AI services to businesses. Okay, and then it is going to write again. You can tweak this, change it according to the industry that you want, change it according to the services that you are offering. You could be a health, you could be a coach, you could be a trainer, you could be a blog writer, any of those. This is something that you could. Okay? You can again now simple examples apart from this. You want to write a blog on any topic. You give that topic. You can ask it to be unique. You can ask it to be persuasive. All of that is something that you would be able to do. Now, let's say you want to give examples of again, if you are focused on LinkedIn, okay, so you could put in LinkedIn. If you're more on Instagram, then you put in Instagram. If you're more on Facebook, then you could. What am I asking you to do? Give me examples of successful posts about need of coaches in the pharmaceutical company. There we go. Okay, and it is giving you, and this is like your content for the next 1 week is generated. All that you needed to do is, okay, yeah, all that you need to do is you can go ahead and put this on any schedulers that you have. It could be Hootsuite, it could be Buffer, or Merit Trial, so Merit. So there are different tools that you can use to schedule this post. So even that is taken care of. Okay, so these are some of the things that you could do in terms of using these prompts when it comes to your marketing aspect. Okay. So that's kind of it in terms of the marketing and things like that that you can use. So like I mentioned, so the most important aspect or what is important is ensuring that you understand the prompts, ensuring that you know how to use those prompts. That's very, very important. And once you do that, you will be able to master Chat GPT. There are a lot of videos that's available. There are a lot of websites that are available where you will be able to get this information. Okay. So now what I've also done is I've created a separate WhatsApp group just for sharing on there is what do you say? There's no discussion that is going to happen in that group. I will be posting just one video. It could be either video or prompts that I will be sharing. Reference to automation, reference to Chat GPT, prompts that you can use. So my request is join that group so you will be able to go ahead and use those prompts for your. Okay? So no, I told it's going to be a 15-minute session, but then we kind of overshot that. Okay, thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, I will also share an email ID and you can shoot me an email. You have my WhatsApp number. You can do that as well. And I will share the recording. I will share the recording with you via email. Anybody else wants it on WhatsApp, please do WhatsApp me, DM me, and I will be more than happy to share. I hope you found this session useful and happy chat GPT. Okay? And if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.